Recession anxiety is real, but instead of panicking, let's talk about how to build a business that holds steady even when the economy doesn't. We've all seen the headlines between layoffs, inflation, and just uncertainty. Recession anxiety can come creeping in, especially if you're a small business owner. That's why in this video, we're going to cover the best strategic and actionable tips to help recession-proof your small business. These are all things that you can start doing today to protect your income, build your cash reserves, and lay a foundation that helps you withstand the ups and downs of the economy. We'll also walk through how platforms like Upwork can help you diversify your revenue, stay flexible, and create a more recession-proof or recession-resistant business model. The unfortunate truth is not every business makes it through economic downturns. There are certain specific traits and business models that make some businesses more adaptable and durable during economic uncertainty. Here are 4 key traits that you often see in strong businesses that survive downturns so that you can start to think about how you can incorporate these into your own business. Businesses that tend to maintain demand, even in tough economies, meet essential needs for their customers. Think about it. When times are uncertain, people start to begin to cut back on wants and begin to focus more on necessities. That's why industries like healthcare, utilities, and financial services don't just go away in a recession. In fact, they usually become more important. Offering essential products or services that are foundational to everyday life can give your business the demand it needs to withstand any economic market. Flexible cost structures with low overhead can help businesses in any service. Having a business that has high overhead costs, requires a massive upfront investment, or that requires high monthly fixed costs to stay afloat makes it so much harder to adapt when you need to. The ability to stay flexible or even scale down means you'll have a better shot at surviving in volatility. This is something you definitely want to start thinking about before making cost-cutting decisions. Another trait of recession-resistant businesses is consistency in their revenue streams. Many businesses offer one-time purchases, which is great. However, subscription services and recurring revenue can help you stay consistent with bringing in cash flow. This could look like monthly retainers, digital products, or even memberships. Repeatable and recurring income helps to buffer the ups and downs of unpredictable markets. And the one trait that helps both businesses and individuals in pretty much any market is the ability to pivot. Understanding the economy, the market, your customers, and then having the ability to analyze their needs and pivot your offerings or repackage or repurpose your services to meet new demands. This is what sets a lot of businesses apart. If you're building or reassessing your current business model, ask yourself these questions. They'll help you prepare now to build a strong foundation for any economy. Am I offering a product or service that is essential, or is it a luxury? If it's not essential, how can I market it in a way that increases demand? Can I lower overhead costs now to create more flexibility? Can I rethink or repurpose the current products or services that I offer to create recurring revenue streams or a subscription model? And what other products or services can I offer that will allow me to pivot if needed? One of the best ways to remain flexible, allowing you to quickly scale up or scale down based on the changes in the economy, is to have a flexible talent strategy. And it's a win-win for both parties. Having been a freelancer myself and having hired countless freelancers for my business, I can tell you that it's an underrated but very powerful strategy. Having a talent strategy that primarily includes freelancers has been a game changer for my business. It has allowed me the ability to stay in control of my labor costs and the ability to pivot quickly, whether I need to hire additional assistants in a busy season or I need to scale back to reduce costs and ensure that my company is sustainable. Hiring freelancers also allows you to be in control of the overhead costs without long-term commitments. This is important because we can never truly predict which way the economy will go. Having a flexible talent strategy and hiring freelancers means you don't have to carry payroll or benefits during an economic slowdown. Another reason having a flexible talent strategy has helped me scale my business so quickly is that I'm able to hire for very specialized skills while controlling costs. For example, I've been able to hire specifically for design roles and, based on my current revenue, set a specific project budget on Upwork so I can know the cost up front and plan for my business accordingly. I've also been able to scale back quickly during times when revenue slowed down. We don't talk about this enough as part of building a sustainable business, but having a flexible workforce puts you in control of how quickly you can pivot and stay agile. This might sound intimidating, especially if you haven't thought about preparing financially before, so let's keep it simple. Let's walk through a basic checklist to help you start building a reserve that will help you withstand the ups and downs of the economy. First, figure out your monthly expenses. How much does it take for you to operate or survive on a monthly basis? Then multiply that number by 3 to 6 months. And use this number as your target. You want to set a goal to save 3 to 6 months of expenses. The key is to start contributing to this fund when things are going smoothly. Even small contributions on a monthly basis can add up quickly and they're better than nothing. This isn't something that you want to start building when you're already stressed or strapped for cash. Second, open up a high-yield savings account so that your money can work for you, even while it's just sitting in savings. A high-yield savings account offers a higher APY than a traditional savings account, so you're earning money from your savings balance, allowing you to get the most from your cash. Once you have your goal of 3 to 6 months, you've opened up your high yield savings account and you're making regular contributions, make sure that you remember to visit your goals a few times a year. Change is the only constant. Your needs will change, your business will evolve, the economy will shift, and you want to make sure you're working off the most up-to-date numbers for you and your business. Another key to building a business that withstands any economy is the ability to adapt to shifting customer demands or behavior. It's knowing how to stay relevant. We all know that during economic downturns, the way people spend their money changes along with the economy. So it could be a major mistake, especially during an economic downturn, to try and sell the same exact thing, the same exact way, when the world and everything around us is changing. You need to be able to adjust as your customer needs shift. So if you normally offer high-end or luxury services or services that might seem non-essential, maybe now is a good time to start considering offering budget options or even scaled-back versions. And it's not only about adjusting your products or offerings, adjusting your messaging and marketing also means being mindful and intentional with the language that you use. In an economic downturn, people want to make sure they're getting a value for their money. So emphasizing a return on investment or how much a customer might be saving by buying your product or service can really make a difference. It's about really listening to your customers and their needs and desires and making sure that your business reflects that. We've all been through economic dips before, and we know that some industries not only survive, but they thrive during downturns. And that's usually because they solve problems and offer consistency and affordability. These industries include healthcare, utilities, groceries, discount retailers, logistics and freight, financial services, repair and cleaning services, childcare, streaming, and even home or property services and consulting. If you're a small business, that doesn't mean you need to change your entire industry, but you should be asking yourself the following questions. Can you reposition or repackage any of your products or services to meet a need that is related to any of these industries? Can you partner with or support businesses in any of these industries? If not, how can you adjust your current products or services or messaging to focus more on problem solving or cost saving? I get it. As a small business owner myself, I understand that talking about a recession can feel really overwhelming. But the fact that you're thinking about it now really puts you ahead. The small businesses that make it are the ones that plan ahead. We know we can't predict every up and down in the economy. There are so many factors outside of our control. However, with the right tools, the right mindset, and the right strategies, you can be flexible and prepared. This will allow your business to grow even when things get tough. And if you want more expert tips and insights on how to plan for a recession, make sure you subscribe to the Upwork channel to stay ready and not reactive. Remember, preparation beats panic every time. You got this.